can't believe, I know, I don't know. I know it's like worth us doing and all this, but I'm so fucking mad we have to see goddamn Star Wars again. It's just like corporate total fucking nonsense. I don't fucking want to go through it again.
Sam, I've got great news for you. We're not seeing Star Wars. We're going to Cats.
Cats! No, go!
Sam! So, Cats. Sam, what do you think about Cats? Are you excited?
Just a bunch of theater kid nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, so yeah, Cats, I mean, I've just heard, like, I know enough about the musical to know that apparently it's just, like, complete and total nonsense. Like, it's plotless and it's formless, and it just is, like, a showcase of people singing stupid nonsense, which is most musicals to my mind, and especially, I guess, this one.
I should have let you out of the car.
I, unlike Sam, love musicals, and I think musicals are a great method of storytelling.
I feel like we should talk about Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, so yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber, famous sort of musical composer, writer, lyricist, all that sort of stuff. Get this, I don't like Andrew Lloyd Webber at all, except for Cats.
The thing funny about Andrew Lloyd Webber, right? He did really well with Cats first, I think, right? And then it was Phantom of the Opera, right?
Maybe, I have no idea.
I feel like Cats was later.
That Cats was the first, no, Cats was before, because Cats was the first blockbuster musical.
Yes.
It was the first mega musical that kicked off the era we live in of Wickeds and Les Mises and, you know, Hamiltons and all this sort of stuff. Cats ushered in this era of theater.
It's just sort of crystallizes everything that's wrong with Andrew Lloyd Webber's work.
Sexist insanity.
Just insanity.
So why do we think people like Cats so much?
Ooh, that's a good
it's something I
question.
just completely don't understand. And I understand that like no one likes the movie, even people that do like the musical.
Are we not gonna like this?
I think we're gonna have a great time. Cats, I think what people like about Cats is it is just silly fun. There is no plot, there is no story. It is a musical made up of I'm the such and such cat, the cat of such and such. Like, that's all the songs, you know, whether it's Skimbleshanks the railway cat, the cat of the railway train, or it's like, you know, I'm Jenny Anydots, the old Gumby cat, Jenny Anydots. It's like, that's all the songs are like goofy, silly. It's basically a musical made up of jokes.
I mean, yes.
Do you guys remember in Hey Arnold, the Rats parody of Cats? But the big show is rats. And they go, they're rats, they're rats.
We're rats, we're rats. We're furry and forlorn.
We live in sewers, love in sewers, and our hearts are torn.
No.
Apparently there's rats in this one.
Listen, the cast is stacked, all right? We've got Taylor Swift. You've got James Corden. Everyone loves James Corden. Britain definitely didn't like shove him onto America and be like, please take him away from us. Listen, I am not going to miss a moment of this movie.
Oh yeah, that's true. We were in Purzel Thursel when you went to see it the first time.
Let's get it all out there. I've already seen this.
Yeah, if you think Colton could wait till
He
after
went back
Christmas.
4 seconds.
He is on a government watch list now.
Since I saw it, they have updated the movie with better visual effects. I think this is basically unheard of. I don't think another film has ever done that.
I don't think so
before.
either.
It's just crazy because it's just not done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they were like retooling artistic things. It was just physically like
There's like,
the
oh,
CGI
yeah,
was not
whoopsie.
done.
But you guys, we're about to pull in. Who knows?
It does feel like I'm about to like drop some new type of drug that I'm like,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
kinda does.
totally
I'm a little
know.
nervous.
It's like I don't like really. I know the experience probably won't be totally pleasant, but maybe I'll learn something.
You guys,
Colton's gonna be our guide.
I'm gonna be your guide, man. You know, if you ever start getting scared or like weird,
You can always go to the
you just have to
bathroom.
remember, man, it's just cats, man. It's just cats. You're okay.
Is it gonna be uncomfortable to see all the horny stuff like as coworkers?
You guys are not ready.
That's not encouraging.
Y'all, this movie's so fucking horny. Come on, let's go. We gotta go. It's
But
time.
the other thing is, Sammy, it's not gonna make us horny, so it can't be that uncomfortable. I mean, if it, oh God, what if it does?
Oh no!
You guys, we're in Cats.
Nobody.
This theater's empty. We're in Cats.
The emptiest theater I've ever been in.
No!
I see
I'm ready.
I'm not.
Oh, this is fun.
How we feeling?
It's good. I kind of like it. Well, maybe not good.
I don't hate it. I'm having a good time.
It's really fun.
Cats.
Now you get it. Now you see.
I didn't hate that movie at all.
That movie was a
I
bomb
kind
ass
of liked
time.
that movie.
That movie was crazy and honestly an absolute treat.
I was laughing.
What a lovely way to spend our evening, afternoon.
So one major caveat I think we have to say, and we took a little bit of video in there, but we were the only 3 people in a huge theater.
It was one of the biggest theaters here. Like
It was that's probably the largest theater I've ever been. Like that's the smallest person to theater size ratio I've ever had.
It was insane.
And so we were able to just fucking talk our fucking asses off
were
in that
rowdy.
movie and
Yeah.
scream, and just like every time something happened, I would just yell out a reaction to it. I don't know where to start in a movie like that.
I mean, the stage play is just like a parade of
Silly nonsense.
silly nonsense and amazing feats of, physicality. And then I was a little worried at first because all of the dancing was super Uncanny Valley because they like removed their bodies
Yeah.
and then put new bodies in their places.
Yeah.
So it didn't seem real, and I was supposed to be impressed. But then eventually they sort of dropped that, and then it was more actual dancing.
Yeah.
And then it got really fun.
Regardless of, I guess, what their intention is, if you're coming away from it thinking, like, I don't know if that was their intention, or I think it's, like, silly, you're not going into it because it's really good or it's super really fun or something, that might work on a movie where you're gambling maybe, like, $10 million on, like, how much you spent on it. It doesn't work on a movie where you spent, like, $200 million.
But that's what's so crazy to me, because the most successful little sequence was the railway cat sequence, and it was small and
part.
self-contained.
Yeah.
And like,
And they
if it
could've-
was all like that, instead of on these crazy sets with like these
Right.
and a lot of the names that they brought on who cost a ton of money probably, we were talking about this in the theater, like didn't need to be there.
Even, and, like, why do CG? Like,
Yeah, that was
truly.
dumb.
How does it look better than just putting them in, like, skin-tight fur costumes?
And just like,
Like,
blending the edges in
yeah,
place, and that's
it
all
just-
you need to do.
It's just totally unnecessary. And like, it's fun to go see, but like, what a stupid amount of money to spend. Terrifying.
Sam, it's like it's upsetting because the cats are like they're always like spreading their legs, and it's upsetting that there are no buttholes or genitals. But then it would also be upsetting if there were. So it's just terrible all around.
It's just like, why are you calling our attention to this cat's crotch? And not once, I mean like over and over and over and over and over and over and over. There's no winning when it comes to dressing up people like goddamn cats. Truth be told, like, I feel like one of the positive things that are gonna probably come from the musical is that the music in this movie was pretty good.
It was
I
really
actually
fun.
liked it. I think the music is like fun. It's a lot of like tap dancey, sort of like traditional Broadway numbers with like synth involved, and it's like sounds like a weird abomination, but it's like really enjoyable.
The hottest cat was Skimble Shanks.
Yeah.
Fucking tapping his
Fucking
way into our hearts.
Jason Derulo had the most boring song and was the most boring cat.
Okay, it was only boring because he went for this like crazy Cockney accent and you couldn't understand a fucking thing he said.
Oh, that's another movie. There were like 4 instances in that movie in which I could like understand 12 words in a row. I just had no idea what anyone
I noticed
was saying.
it's-
Can't imagine it's any less insane than the musical. It must be way more insane.
Colton
I
had a
mean-
really good point because, I mean, you even said like, how would you make a better adaptation of Cat?
I don't think you could. What would you do?
What would you change?
Yeah, what would you change about this movie? Except
Yeah, I
maybe
don't
like
know.
put them in costumes.
Like in terms of like being, I could think of a way to make a version that's probably about this good and doesn't cost $200 million. But yeah, it's just in terms of it being like exactly what you expected and enjoyable, like yeah, totally. I had a great time.
This was my second time through, and I tell you, I sure as hell enjoyed it more than Star Wars. And I actually enjoyed it way more my second time than I did the first time.
I guess because you get excited about the bits that are coming up.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, because it couldn't surprise me anymore. Although the first 5 minutes, that was my first time seeing
That
that.
was
So there were
insane.
still some new, fresh surprises.
That
for
opening
me.
shot of like the cat cloud thing, I was like, all right, that's our palate cleanser.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Honestly, it wasn't as crazy as I thought it was gonna be.
It was pretty crazy.
It was very crazy, but like based on what has been going on with the internet lately,
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It wasn't like this like horrifying, I mean, I feel like the decisions sort of made sense in a weird way. I just think all of the insanity I feel like can be blamed on the musical because what the fuck is the
Yeah.
musical?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, because I was saying this to Sammy, it's like, everyone, ever since the trailer for Cats came out, Everyone's been waiting to dogpile it. Like reviewers been waiting for.
Everyone's
This is
waiting
their
for
Christmas
joke.
present for
Yeah.
critics and headlines.
Everyone's waiting for their
Everybody's
joke.
got their
Yeah.
cat puns
Exactly.
lined up.
So no matter what happened, people were going to dogpile it. I feel the Root musical is inherently insane and nonsense. It's like, but if you know about that going into it, it's like, yeah, it's like
I don't
what'd
feel
you
like you're gonna be
expect?
that surprised.
Yeah.
So what I like about Tom Hooper directing both this and Les Mis,
But they ended
Is that-
exactly the same way.
no, it was like Les Mis is like, you know, gritty realism, all this stuff. It was like so in its own universe, you know, you're actually there with the suffering of it. And then in this, it's
Yeah,
like, no,
real
you're in
suffering.
deep in the insanity. Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
put you in the real
You just
world
did
of
it.
cats, you know.
I'm very excited to buy this and show this to my cat and see how she reacts.
Man, it is a dark and stormy day, but you know what? My heart is soaring.
I know. I had a great time.
I experienced the magic this holiday season.
Sounds to me like Cats. Thumbs up.
Cat's first movie of 2020.
I don't know if we should ever go see a movie again
That's
because
the last one.
yeah, it's like we can't beat that.
Let's go Thelma and Louise the car into the Chattahoochee River. Because we're never gonna see it.
You know what? We're going to do that.
No, don't do that.
Maybe it'll just be me.
No, Colton, no.
I'm gonna Thelma and Louise this car. Next time you see me, it'll be a new car.
Oh yeah, that's true. It will be.
Oh no.
That's the joke, Sam.